All right. Good evening, everyone. Confirm you can hear me from wherever it is you're watching. How are you doing this evening? My name is Segun Manuel, and we are live on Winning with Customer Service. And I see you guys all watching. You know what you do for me? Kindly put your name in the comment section and let me know where you're watching from, and let me know that you can hear me. All right. Let's go ahead. Everybody watching, put your name in the comment section and let me know you can hear me. Let's go. Everyone watching, put your name in the comment section and let me know you can hear me. Let me know everyone. Let's go. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. Sorry guys, you can hear me now. Please put your name in the comment section. Can you hear me? Let me confirm you can hear me. Guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, put your name in the comment section and tell me where it is you're watching from. All right. I see Suzuba Mary or Sorry Mayor. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Awesome. Good to know you have joined. Ikechuku says it's from Port Harcourt. Fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ikechuku. Keno, JBT Prince. How are you, sir? Welcome. Eloho. Fantastic. That's my girl. Princess Eloho. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we can hear you now. Fantastic. You can hear me now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It says about says she's from Worry. Hello, says she's from Worry. Okay, so guys, I see about 8 of us here. Let's do this. Let's add more people to this call. So what you can do, share the stream, right? You see a share button where you're watching from, right? Share it immediately to your WhatsApp, to your Instagram, to wherever. Let people know that we're here and that we're going to have an awesome time here tonight. Share the stream as much as possible to as many people as possible that you can share. It promises to be a wonderful night. Subscribe to the channel and share, 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 share immediately. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wednesday, Chioma says we can hear you. Awesome, awesome. Good. Thomas Briggs, I can hear you from Lagos. Awesome. All right. Tebite, Tebite, good to have you here tonight with us. Tebite is joining in from Abuja. How's Abuja today, my brother? Ikechukwu Ogu says we can hear you. All right. Amos Andy. Oh, Amos, you are from JBT Prince too, right? Fantastic. We have 15 people here. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. My guests tonight on Winning with Customer Service, just in case you don't already know this program, it is called Winning with Customer Service, right? So you already know that I'm a customer service coach, and the intention of this program is to share with you tips that you can use to win in your business around customer service. And what I do is that I don't do it alone. I bring in guests to join me in sharing on what you need to know and how they were able to also, win with customer service in their business. Andrew Logo says, I can hear you, sir. And you're joining in from Worry. Fantastic. Share the stream, share it with everybody. Put it on your WhatsApp stories, put it on your Instagram story, your Facebook story, share it on Facebook wall. Just share the link there. Let them know we are live and we're here. My guest today is a fantastic lady, right? She's in a sector where it's not common to have women. Okay. She's in a sector where it's not common to have women, but she's doing very well there. And her name is Ejiroghene Udu. She's popularly known as the generator girl, right? So what she does is help in solving the power challenge in our nation. And when you see a lady who is involved in the power sector, you know that that is, it's not something that is common. But my guest is in that field and she's doing so well. I had the opportunity of working with her, with her staff on customer service training, and it was an awesome time. And hence, I asked her to come here to share with us some of the tips that she's using with her people to win with customer service. Let me add her to the call. Ejiro, can you hear me? If you can hear me, you are muted. Please go on mute. Unmute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Good evening. Yes, good evening, Dr. Segun. Good evening, everybody. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. You know, when I first encountered you, it was during somebody's already saying, I love you, ma. When I said that you were coming, this lady was like, huh, I love the generator girl. I don't know how she knows you, but she sure just loves you, right? So she's
I
here.
love you back.
The thing
Thank you.
the thing that attracted me to you was the name. I was like, generator girl in this our Niger. You know how people have different handles for their Instagram, page and all of that. Um, Tell us the story behind the generator girl. How did you find your way to becoming the generator girl?
Okay, thank you very much. So, I mean, when I'm asked this question, a lot of people expect that I say something very profound and all. But I would say that this was stumbled upon. Came out of school, just really wanting to be relevant and to add value. So I got a job in a generator rental company in Lagos, mid of my youth service as a sales officer. I was earning 40,000 at the time. And so I didn't know anything about, I mean, fresh out of uni, I didn't know anything about work, never worked before. And but I just really had that drive
So,
to
so,
add
so,
value.
so but what did you study in school?
Okay, I studied communication studies and linguistics.
I see.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
so during the time there, knew nothing. I just started, reading a lot about sales because I wanted to do my best and be my best. I'd always said that if I joined any organization, I wanted to be recognized. I wanted to be valuable. So the drive for me was to be valuable. So I, would go and read up about sales, go on YouTube and say, how can a salesperson, so those are the things I was doing. Other than that, I was also interacting with people who were already doing, who were already in the role that I was in to hear from them, gain assistance on how to be better at the role. And 4 years, I made a huge impact. I worked there for 4 years. From sales officer, I was promoted to head of sales in 2 years. Really, my customers really loved me. And I left there to an oil and gas company. When I left, a couple of my customers were still calling, and then I would send them back to the company and say, "Oh, you have to go there. I'm no longer in this industry. I'm now in oil and gas." And they kept calling. So in the conference room one day with my boss at the oil and gas company, I got one of those calls. And after the call, because it was on speakerphone, we're trying to get a document together for an RFQ. And he was like, Ejiro, like I think that to be unfair if you do not, it will be unfair of me if I don't tell you this. I think you should explore this industry. It looks like you already have a large network there. Um, Explore this, go and see, start up your own thing. If it doesn't work, you have a place here. So that was how I started this business with 0 naira, but just with the customers that I had, like with the network that I had, the people who knew us, who knew me at the time. So at that time, I mean, I was really confused. I didn't know what to do. One would say that, oh, with this kind of business, you need a huge capital to
True.
start it up. So, I mean, I had, like I said, network, right? The place of people. I knew people already who were doing this generator rentals, but in a small scale, roadside. So I'll speak to them and say, oh, I have this customer, give me your generator. So they will give me their generator. The only thing I invested in then was stickers, right? I bought stickers. I had registered the company, Premium Rentals at the time. So once I get the generator, do my due diligence, I'll paste the sticker with my number on the generator and take to my customers. So that's how we grew. From then, up until now, it's been an amazing growth that I can only allude to customers, right? People, and actually paying attention to what exactly the customers want. Thank you.
What they want. All right, fantastic. I got two major points from what you said. You didn't have the requisite equipment, but you had the customers ready. And one of the reasons why you had the customers ready was because of the way you treated the customers while you were working with your other organization that rented generators, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
kept coming back to you, even though you had left that organization.
Yeah.
Tell us what you did there that made them, always reach back to you as that go-to person.
Okay, so I'm a very good listener, and I take the position of helping, right? Because I believe that every business is a function of the customers, right? You set up a business, yes, profit, but how are you going to make the profit? It's
Mm,
through the customers, right? Through the customers who patronize you. And
true.
at the time, I wasn't even a business owner, right? But I was very, very passionate about solving the problem. I was very, very
True.
intrigued, right,
Mm,
by the service that we were providing as a business. I remember the first time I went for the interview, and the owner of the company, my boss at the time, was explaining the business to me, and I was really fascinated. I remember calling a lot of people and a lot of my friends to say, "Oh, I've gotten this job in this company." I was very, very intrigued, right? And that would be like a point to anyone who is listening here. You have to believe in what you're selling first of all to be able to even attend to the customer, right? You have to believe
mm,
in the solution that that thing is bringing. So that's one of the thing that I did. I was listening a lot to the customers'
mm,
needs, and that feedback I was getting, I would take back to my bosses and tell them that, oh, we need to do this, oh, we need to do that. This is what the customer says, and for people who don't get customer service, you would get pushbacks because most times what the customer says would maybe cost money, or not being the whole plan or whole strategy of the business, right? um,
mm,
but what I realized, or if every time that I brought suggestions from the customers, what I realized was when we are able to implement it, we get like a boost in either sales, or a boost in feedback, positive feedback,
mm.
or a boost
Yeah.
even in referral. So I could see that, chain reaction of every time the customer gives a feedback and we implement it. I could see that chain reaction. One of the things that I also did was sort of try, and so then I was a salesperson, right? I
Mm.
had no business being on site. I had no business
Right.
coming to
Right.
site to
Right.
see how the generator is performing. But one of the things that I think that helped at the time was actually going to
You went the extra
experience.
mile.
Yes, yeah, going the extra mile to actually see the customer's experience. So I'll get to site sometimes and I'll say, "Oh no, we shouldn't do this," because so we're able to, sort of refine the service based off on, just really understanding the customer and being in that space. So talking with the customer a lot was one of the things that I did that really helped me. So number one thing that I said was listening. I was a very good listener.
Good listening.
Number
Yes.
two is beyond listening, actually really implementing the things that the customer has said.
The feedback.
And then the third thing that I had said was actually trying to experience. So most times, if you're selling a product, for example, try and use the product. Does it smell nice? How does it feel on the skin? So that would inform the refining of your product, if I may say. So those are the three things that we did at the time. I did at the time
That you
that
did.
really, yeah, helped.
Fantastic. You said you studied linguistics and something about
Communication
relations,
studies.
right? Communication studies. And you got to the point where you needed to do due diligence on the generators and then put stickers on it. I can tell that you couldn't do that due diligence on your own, but you had people who were working on your team who were ready to go the extra mile for you to do the due diligence. So it brings me to the point we talk about when we train in customer service, that there are two angles to customer service: internal and external. If you didn't have a good relationship working internally with the technicians and the guys and the team, you would always have had challenges doing your due diligence, right? But
Yes.
because you had that good rapport with them internally, when you got the customers to give you their orders and you didn't have a generator, then you would get the technical guys to do the due diligence on the generator. You know you can fail at that point, because if they don't do it well, you will just go and put your sticker on a generator that will not deliver on site and then disappoint the customer. How are you able
Yeah.
to walk around? Because a lot of people, young people, ladies, feel that, like you mentioned, I'm only on the sales end. I don't care about the experience. So these technicians, they're not my business. I'm bringing in the millions. You guys, if you like, you don't do it. I don't care. I've brought the millions in. How are you able to manage this, and how was this able to move you forward?
I would say that, human resource is one of the hardest thing that any business owner who has, started a business would say that it's a tough nut to crack. Sorry, I just need to, yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah. So it's one of all those tough nuts that, is hard to crack. Um, but I would say really, respect goes a long way. Respect to the people who are working with you, despite the fact that you are their boss, right? Respect, would help. I remember, I mean, I'm a woman and I'm playing in a male-dominated space, so you can understand the kind of pushback that I had,
Exactly.
even as a staff at the time. When I would go and I'll say, oh, what's, because I'm a very curious person, right? I say, what's this? Why is he doing like this? Why is the oil like this? And they'll be like, I beg, wait till they do for you. Right. So actually really being respectful and being kind, and sharing the vision. My mentor would say that strategy is not a secret. It's not supposed to be a secret, right? You know how business owner will say, oh, I don't want to
Mm,
tell you how I'm doing this. You have to share your vision with the people you're working.
yes.
You Yes, you have the vision, but you cannot do it alone. You need people. People, I equate them to gold, right? And it's very
Yes.
funny how something as important as a team, or as a good team, when you're recruiting, you just recruit shabbily. And I mean, I've been there before. You recruit with urgency because I need this person, I need someone quickly, and then you don't dot your I's and cross your T's. And even when you dot your I's and cross your T's self, you will still see people that will show you shaggy. But one of the things that has been, a strong, solid foundation and being quick to take out the people who don't buy into the vision. You have to be quick to take out the people who don't buy into your vision, because that would affect, your customer
The entire
experience,
team, yeah, the experience.
as a whole.
All right, fantastic. I think I heard you when you said strategy is not supposed to be a secret. As a business owner, you're supposed to be able to sell your strategy to your team members, because your team members are the ones who will carry out the strategy that you have at the end of the day. And if they don't understand it,
Yes.
they will not be able to deliver a good experience. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. I want to move it very quickly and talk about what your thoughts are on customer service in our climb. You have shared with us what you did to be able to, move yourself in the organization you were before, and what got the customers attracted to you. First of all, let's also go backpedal and say, What is the challenge of customer service in our climb? And then before we go ahead and talk about what do you think that people can do to be able to solve those challenges? What do you think is the challenge of customer service in our climb?
So I think that the challenge would be entrepreneurs not fully understanding that beyond the fact that customer is king, right? Customer is your capital. You know how they say, I want to start a business and I'm looking for capital. Your customer is your
Capital.
capital.
It's your
Yeah. I
capital.
remember when I was
I
doing
agree.
yeah, I remember when I was doing my MBA and they were teaching us, it was in finance, right? They were teaching us valuation and how, you can valuate a company based off on, the projections of how much the company is likely to earn in the future, like let's say in 10 years. So if a company is worth 10 million, for example, now, you would also sort of evaluate the company based off on how much they will earn in the future. But
What you project that
there's
they'll
another
earn in the
way
future.
another way to value a company that was really interesting to me and just really struck a chord. They said you could also value your company based off on the number of customers you have that are patronizing you at the time. And they did
Mm,
calculations around, oh, this gym has so number of customers and they project to have this number of customers. So customers was like equated to the value of a company. So I think
mm,
that to answer your questions, people don't understand that the customer is the capital, right? So that's number one. Number two, the challenge
yeah.
that we have is the ego of the entrepreneur, right? So
Mm,
know how you get to a certain stage or a certain level in your business and people know you are widely known, um and then you allow pride to begin to kick in, and customer gives feedback that is true but doesn't sit down well with you, or the tone doesn't sit down well with you, and you hear them saying, who do that? Is it because you're patronizing me? I have people that are paying me more, they are not stressing me like this, please. Your
yes.
entrepreneur could come to play. And guess what? When that comes to play, and when your staff see that you are saying this thing about the customer, it's like a ripple effect. You would begin to see them. That I mean,
Act in that
there's
way.
Yes, there was a quote I saw that they said that as CEO, you are the culture and strategy of your organization, right? So when
True.
you do not fully understand that, the customer is value, you begin to say things like this, and it just sort of crumbles everything. And I would think that the number three thing is probably ignorance. And maybe
Ignorance.
should I say ignorance, and I would say that I would say with poverty, because people are very, very money conscious in this side of the world. We put money in front, and anything you say, money, 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 right? You have policies in your companies. I mean, that policy is meant to guide, but there are times that you see the situation of things, you can sort of bend that policy because of the customer experience. I want us to talk about cost. I know we're talking about customer service, but I would like us to dive into customer experience later after this
Question.
question, right? Um, so something happened today. A customer calls. I mean, he's someone I know, right? He calls and he's like, "Oh, my shortlet apartment generator just shut down. I have a full house. Ejiro, I need a gen now. I'm about to enter into a meeting." Right? Normal me, because I'm trying to put structure in my business, right? I need you to give me money and do follow due process, right? But the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is to reduce the impact of power shortage in Nigeria. And imagine a customer calling me and he has this problem. The vision of the company is to solve this particular problem, right? And
Mm,
because of the fact that for us in PPS, customer experience is part of our strategy. We are very intentional about it. Is the experience. We sit down and really sort of draft the customer's journey and draft the customer's experience. And I will tell you for a fact that I delivered that generator, didn't give me any bill, set it up. is up and running. It comes out of the meeting and it's like, Ejiro, and they see you for Instagram and not know saying I sold you be, and not know saying I sold the company be. Ejiro, you've gone places. Ejiro, I'm going to sing your praises anywhere I go, anywhere
Everywhere.
you want, anywhere I would, anywhere you want to go, come, I'm going to do feedback for you, right? And then I send in my bill, the price. And I mean, at this time, I'm going to give you my bill. I'm not going to like say, oh, discount or anything. I don't already deliver,
No
right?
discount. You
So
have delivered. Yes.
sent the bill, and guess what? He paid because he got
Paid.
value. He paid because he got value. So imagine if I had said, I don't say they go for meeting, but these are process, these are policy. I now tell one booking officer, please call him, please follow through. Am I solving his problem? No.
No.
I mean, I remember when you came for training in our company, and you were talking about that, the fact that customer service is majorly, to really solve the problem of the customer
Problem of the customer.
strategically, right? And so you can understand where I'm coming from. You have to be flexible. You have to craft your business around the whole experience of the customer.
True.
Thank you.
And so just to add to, and your answer was spot on, fantastic. I think everybody understands that. Just to add to it, to say that there's what we call anticipatory customer service. And anticipatory customer service is thinking of the problem the customer will have before the customer ever has the problem, and then providing a solution so that when they have that problem, before they even think of, oh, what do I do? Like what you just did now, you get them the generator, get their meetings sorted out. And you see, when you deliver value like this to people, price is never a consideration. When you deliver value like this, when you deliver good customer experience to people, price is never in fact, it's not a conversation. They just ask you, so how much? Give it to us, and they pay. So we're going to talk more about experience, but let me say to everyone watching, you have heard from Ejiro already that she knows what she's saying. She's been experienced in the field. So I want you to ask questions because we have a few minutes left. I want you to ask questions while we go and talk about customer experience. Then we can take your questions after then. By the way, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, I want to get to 4,000. So I'm already somewhere around there. Subscribe to the channel now. We're going to be doing this every week. So we'll have another guest next week that's going to come. Subscribe, like this video, share it. Let's know that you like what you're seeing and you are enjoying it. Let other people know about it. All right. Last week we did give away. I don't know if Ejiro is going to do anything. I'm just putting out the spot, but let's not talk about that now. But last week we did give away. But anywho, Ejiro, let's talk about customer experience. So I teach customer service. I teach customer service, but service is now moving from just the service to the experience. We say customer service. Customer service might be at one point of their interaction with the organization, but experience is the whole touch point.
Yeah.
From when they call, when they DM you, when they call you, when they finally make payment, when you are delivering to them, after you are done delivering, what happens at that point? All of this goes along to form what the customer experience is. HGO, we see a lot of Nigerian businesses that they interact with the customer like a one night stand, right? We just want to get your money. Once you give us your money, with the conversation we used to have with you that was nice at the beginning, suddenly becomes cold. And that person who was saying, oh, sir, financial account details, once they get the money in the account, everything changes, right? You are the one who's looking for them now. You are the one who is begging. The buyer starts having remorse. Oh, I shouldn't have paid for this guy. You know what they say, buyer's remorse? Why are we like this? I'm saying this because we hear that in other climes, the customer, the businesses generally have a way of curating their experiences from the beginning to the end, that even after you finish patronizing them, they still open that window for you. For example, if you shop on any online shop today, they will tell you, if you have a bad experience with what you're buying, please call this number and we have this policy, we can change it within 24 hours. But we see online, I have a lot of young business people here. People put on their bio, no refund policy. I'm sure you've seen that on Instagram. People put it there, no refund policy. That means after you buy from me, I don't want to have any discussion with you. Please just take the thing and go away. I've collected your money. I don't want. Why is it like this? And what do you think we can do to begin to change, and improve on experiences?
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, it's just really ignorance. I mean, I see that a lot, and it just really gives me the irk when you say no refund, no return, no exchange too. Do you understand? No exchange. And I mean, customer experience is holistic,
True.
very holistic, and it's sort of proactive, right? The overall journey from coming to your page, reading your bio. I mean, seeing the no exchange is already affecting my whole experience, right? As a
True.
customer,
True.
right? Everything from your bio to your website to the way your staff interact to how easy it is to buy from you. How easy is it? Is it easy? Am I frustrated? I've not bought anything. I'm already frustrated. Like I'm already like, can you just even tell me how much this is? Um,
Already.
you understand? I like it. Tell me the price. If I can afford it, let me move on. If not, let me buy. Right? Is it easy? So it's like everything that has to, like, in terms of experience for the customer, from the physical environment to how the customer feels. Right? Um, I mean, one of the difference between customer service and customer experience will be the emotional experience of the customer when they encounter any bit of your brand, right? So it's more reactive than is more proactive than reactive. So I'm very very passionate about customer experience in my business, like, because my technicians are not as some of them are not as literate. It's very very important that I have this talk, one on one
Yes.
every time with them, in terms of how they dress, how they talk when you come, you introduce yourself, because we've had situations where customer sees a technician as like a nobody, and you see them screaming at them or throwing curses at them. And I told them that, look, now the way you they dress now go make person if you dress, with your coverall, with your boots, you smell nice, you come up and introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Joseph, I'm from PPS, I'm here to deliver your generator. They would look at you and say, "Ah, welcome, sir." Right? So it's all about the experience, and for all of those entrepreneurs who don't understand it, I think the onus rests on you, Dr. Shegun, to keep, singing, evangelizing about the importance of, customer service, customer experience. You need to do more in terms of, just really educating people about how it's important, not just to the customer, but also to their own bottom line.
True. True. And that is the calling that I've signed up for. That's my assignment, to take this customer service message to the ends of the earth.
The earth.
And I vow to do that. And by the way, it's paying me, right? So now, Dr. Ejiro, when we came, we collected our small thing, right? So very important that you said what you said. The customer service message is something that everybody must hear, whether you are selling groundnuts or you're delivering heavy duty equipment like Ejiro does with Premium Power Solutions, or you're even delivering services. What I'm doing here is a free service that will open door to bigger things. So in every space that you are in, there are ways you can begin to satisfy the customers. All right, I want to take questions. Thank you so much, Ejiro. You've delivered so much fantastic. I see a lot of positive responses. Somebody says customer is capital, and I'm so much enjoying this. Thank you. Spot Lover says, it says amazing, awesome, awesome, awesome. And Happy says, I love this. Fantastic. Thank you so much all for your positive responses. Eloho says, I met you at TBWC last 2 years. Oh, yeah. Have you spoken at TBWC before?
No.
Okay, because can't remember.
I
See,
attended. I attended. I was like a sponsor. I gave
oh,
really,
fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Those are my
Nice to
family
meet you,
members.
Princess.
TBWC people are my family members.
Do you have any
Um,
questions?
yeah, so I'm waiting for questions. I'm just asking and talking and waiting if there will be questions. Anyone with any question that you want to ask Ejiro on starting a business, running? By the way, Ejiro is the founder of Premium EU Premium Power Solutions, based out of Lagos, delivering not just services, but they also deliver units. I saw on your Instagram bio today you deliver the units to Worry today. So if you want a brand new power generating set, I didn't tell you this, Ejiro, but I was in Lekki Chevron Link Road on last Saturday. Yes, it was last Saturday. I was on Chevron Link Road, and not last Saturday, the Saturday before, and I saw one of it. I was going to take a picture, but before I got down from the training, we have moved. There's this one of these Ned Okonkwo's estates on that
Mm-hmm.
Chevron Link Road. I
Yeah.
saw your generator out there, powering. When I was coming in, I saw the generator. By the time I came out from the training, um, the thing it was gone already. I was like, hey, see my people, I'm going to take a picture and send. But before I came out, it shows that the company is doing so well, powering estates, powering services. I see that some of the biggest events in Lagos, all the what's his name now, National Basi program, what God cannot do, all of that. I see you powering everywhere. So most of the big events you see in Lagos, are mostly powered by Premium Power Solutions. You will not know that it is owned by this big madam from Worry.
Big
She's a
madam,
Worry
my name
girl,
is
and I'm proud of you. In fact, you
proudly
explained so
worried.
much. You explained so much that people don't have questions. Everybody's somebody's saying, "I want to be like you when I grow up."
So, doctor, I wanted to speak briefly about feedback. I
Okay.
remember you were talking about how people provide the service and that's done, right? No feedback. I would like to say that for us at PPS, it's been one of feedback has been one of the bedrocks of what has built our reputation. I mean, we get good feedbacks a lot, right? But we also
Mm.
get very critical feedback, right? And that has helped us to sort of integrate, the customer's feedback into our service, right? When customers express maybe concerns about late delivery, oh, they didn't deliver on time, oh, I wasn't happy with the way I was spoken to. That has helped us sort of do internal restructuring, internal readjustment. So before, if a customer says, "Oh, deliver a generator by 7 o'clock," they leave by 6:30. We've had to now begin to put policies to say, if customer says 7 o'clock, even the booking officer will not tell operations that 7 o'clock that customer says. They will probably say 5 o'clock, right? To enhance and make delivery, earlier, especially because of the Lagos traffic system, right? So
Yeah.
feedback like that would really help, businesses do better. But I mean, you are leaving a lot on the table. You are leaving a lot of gold on the table if you don't ask for feedback. I mean, the good feedback is good so that you can build on it, build on the strength. We get a lot of feedback about the reliability of our assets, the reliability of our technicians, the reliability of our generators, right? We build on that, right? We make sure we do more in terms of maintenance, in terms of scheduling and maintenance, in terms of changing stuff, right? And then when you get the feedback that are quite critical about the service, or oh, the customer care didn't pick up on time, I didn't get invoice as fast as I wanted to, and that really strained, we began to really put policies in place and say, if a customer sends a message, you have 10 minutes to respond and 10 minutes to give an invoice, right? So that would help you sort of shape and develop your strategy around the customer satisfaction. And what we've seen in the past 2 years has, I mean, the kind of growth, doctor, the kind of growth we've experienced in the last 2 years, I can't even begin to vocalize it. And that has been because we were very, very deliberate about the customer. Very deliberate. I mean, there was a time where so like last year, late last year, we're trying to, build an app and, just, tech. Now everybody's going into tech. Why should we not go into
Yeah.
tech? Right. So we wanted to do tech too. And then, and then we did, that was the time I just finished my accelerator. So they gave us an assignment. I mean, this is something we do. We try to get feedback quarterly. So they gave us an assignment that they wanted us to get feedback from our customers so we can understand their pain points and gain points. So one of the things that I did when I was creating the research, I and my team was saying, what's the reason why we're doing this research, right? And so we vocalized all of that. And one of the questions we asked was, how would you like us to communicate with you? And 50% says via phone call, 50% says via WhatsApp. We have a website, mind you. We have an app that we've spent money to
Money to
start
build.
building because we feel like, oh, customer will have their portal, they will come, this, that. But your customers are now telling you that I
They're not
like to
interested.
through calls. I like WhatsApp. So it was like a U-turn for us, right? Because we are serving these people, and if they say this is how,
You were going in a direction that they were not even interested in at all.
do you understand? So imagine, so creating your product, creating everything that, I mean, you know how people say, okay, I used to do ready to wear, now I want to do bespoke. Have you asked your customer if they want do you know if they're comfortable with only ready to wear? I used to do wigs. I used to sell wigs. Now I want to go and open salon and be doing cornrow. Have you asked your customers if that is what they want, though? Right? Sometimes, you see people, they have an online store. Fantastic. I love your online store. This is where I want to shop. Before you know, they say because other people have boutique, they want to go and do boutique. They use all their
Open
money
boutique, yes.
to decorate boutique, 50
Money.
million naira.
And their customers would never walk into a boutique.
Your customers are online. Personally, me, I love fashion a lot. I would not walk into a boutique. I would like to scroll on my phone, right? And guess what you're
Yeah.
doing? You're spending money trying to satisfy your own self as a business owner because it's a thing of pride. Now I get shop for Lekki phase one. You won't try me,
Yeah.
right? But is that what your customer wants though? So
True.
feedback from customer is very important. In fact, there are times that our booking officers will go to those times you see me on site. I'm shooting video. I did not come to shoot content. I came to see my customer. Oh. My customer I can't see, right? I got a feedback one time from the customer. That feedback opened up a can of worm that had been going on in the
In your
organization.
system.
In
Yeah,
my
that you
system
didn't know.
wasn't enough. My customer opened my eyes to it and he said, you know what, you just hang around, you'll see what's at the talk. And that was how we opened up a whole lot of things that were going on in the system. So customers, guess what? Do you know Apple? If you don't know, Apple, I heard this during my MBA and I found out it was true, right? Apple has an online forum where you could come and put something is wrong with your iPhone, right? You come and put in, the problem about your iPhone in that forum, and other customers will tell you what they've done, right, to fix that. It's like an online forum, and they themselves also. But guess what they do with all of those feedback? They use it to refine their next product, free of charge. This is
Yeah.
free product feature
Free
online
ideas. Yes.
from
Product
their customers.
generation.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So I think that a lot of times, that's why I said that you have a lot to do, because a lot of people don't know how they can strategically utilize their customers' feedback to skyrocket their business.
Fantastic,
Okay.
fantastic. This is a whole pot that you have opened, but we'll not open all of that today. It's obvious that we need to have you again very soon. But I want us to take quickly the questions that people are asking. And if you just do quick answers to them, because there are quite a few now. First
Okay.
question
Okay.
is, how do you deal with customers who are not satisfied with your service rendered?
listen to them, listen to all of the things that they have to say about the service rendered. If you can, please compensate them. If you listen to them and you realize that it was a fault from your product, please compensate them. Please give them free products, please. That has a way of that has a way of letting the customer know that money doesn't mean anything. Like, it's not about the money for me, it's you.
Yeah.
I want you to be
Yeah.
happy. What that does
Yeah.
is referral to their friends and family. They tell their friends and family. I had the experience with Amazon, that's why I'm saying this. I've had this experience myself, that's why I'm saying this. I had a customer who was not satisfied. I apologized, sent the money back. I think it's about 3.5, refunded the money back. The next day, that customer gave me a business with a government organization worth millions, because he says that I was really happy with the service. You were really happy with it because you got your money back because you were not satisfied,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It would be like a win-win for me as a customer. It happened with me with
True.
Amazon. I ordered for a book. It didn't get to me. I sent an email. They apologized. They sent another book. That one didn't get to me. They sent another book. Guess what? The three books got to me, not knowing that it was in another person's, in America, it was in another person's PO box, right? In another
Box.
person's box. And I sent an email and I was like, oh, I found the books. They said, no, 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 it's okay. You can keep it. What did that do to me? As a customer
Mm.
first, I would always buy from Amazon. As a business owner, it was like you open your ear and get sense. So only money, right? So I mean, it's
Yes.
not, people will be dissatisfied with your product. Even Jesus Christ, that was the Son of God, people did not like the
People were
product he
still
was selling,
dissatisfied.
and they did
They
not
were
like the
still
product he was
dissatisfied.
selling. But he focused on the people that
Liked it.
we do. He focused. Not everybody is your customer.
Right,
Yeah.
right. All right, fantastic. I think that answer suffices. What's what's your step towards curtailing customers who demand too much beyond your services? I think what this person is trying to say is
Yeah, I
customers who are
get this
never
question.
satisfied. They're never
Yeah,
you
I,
do
I,
the
I get this question. I get this question. And I think that this question, I mean, there are people like this, but what you can do and what I have done is to make sure that I have terms and conditions, right? So when we send you our booking form and we send you the quote, immediately we send you the quote, bam, we hit you with terms and conditions that if you are paying this invoice amount, you have agreed to all the terms and conditions that are stated in this thing. And then the customer care also now tells you that, please, can you read? I mean, so you need to put, just little policies, that will just let them know, like, this thing you are paying for, it is for rice and beans and plantain. It's not for rice, beans, plantain, spaghetti. It's not for you to come and suck my blood, and all of those.
fantastic. So there must be terms and conditions. I think this other question is also the same. Please, it's Mrs. Ejiro, not Miss. Please, Mrs. Ejiro. Spot lover is
Ejiro is
Mrs.
fine. Just say Ejiro is fine. I beg, I beg.
Uh, okay. How do you deal with the customers not satisfied with your service? I think it's the same. It's the same with that last one. But then there's this long question, and the person is trying
Yeah.
to explain. The situation whereby a customer made payments to a service provider or vendor after sorting out all the materials and putting them together. Suddenly, the client called that the booking should be cancelled, and the question continues. Let me take the other part. And demanded a refund. What should the service provider do at this point?
So I mean, same
They have
thing with
made
what
a
I said.
booking,
Same
you've
things. Yeah,
packed
I
their
get. I
booking,
got it. I
and they
got it.
suddenly say,
Yeah. I mean, same thing that, I said about terms and conditions, but you also have to be reasonable. As I mean, I like to get paid for what I do, right? If I don't do so, for example, if you pay me and I charge you for logistics, I charge you for generator, and I have not moved, there's a fee that would charge, right? But if I have moved, I've gotten to site, that's like what you've done. You've bought all the things you've started doing already, and they now cancel the order. I'm sorry, they pay for it. Is in my terms and condition. If you cancel after I've gotten to site, there is no refund. After I've gotten to site, meaning that I have gone to site, I have reached there, just like what
you have
has happened.
mobilized.
I'm mobilized, right? There's no refund. But if I've not mobilized, there's a certain percentage, and it's 20% of the whole mental planning, putting the team together. We are still here. We've not moved. We've not really spent money like that. There's 20% of the fee that would attract. I mean, in that space, we've already even told some people, oh, we don't have this particular size of generator because someone has paid for it. So there's a certain percentage. So your terms and conditions, always a chama, very, very important. You need to craft your terms and conditions. Even though you're a small business, it's very important that you just put it there. There's no refund after I have, bought all the things, or after I've been
Mobilize or
mobilized. So
after I've made
what I used to
payments.
say, doctor, what I used to say is make sure that you are sure before you make payment. I put it there. Make sure you are really
Yeah.
sure about this booking before you make payment, because after you make payment, there is no refund. In fact, we got to a stage where we're not even doing refund. It's like credit now. Now is credit. Next time, if you have any need, you come. You don't have to pay. Your money is with us,
Your
right?
money's with us.
Thank you
True.
very much. I hope that
Just
answered your
like
question, Choma.
just like airlines will do. Fantastic. Fantastic. So one minute, Ejiro, what are the best ways to maintain relationship and communication with a customer after delivering their product and service to them?
Yeah, bulk SMS saying thank you. Thank you for patronizing us. We know that you had a lot of options, but you decided to go with us. We are very grateful. 2 months, maybe a month after or 3 weeks after you've not heard from them, you could send a "we miss you" message. We hope you're well. If you see them, if they're on your WhatsApp, story, and something happens, it's their birthday, happy birthday, congratulations. All of us at PPS, we wish you a happy birthday. We have the birthdays of all our customers, by the way. If we finish an event, and I mean, the event was successful, obviously. Congratulations on the successful event. We saw the decor, it was really lovely. You really do amazing work. That's how to connect with your customer. Please try as much as possible to stop using all those rhetoric, customer cliche words, questions. Craft something that would move your customer's heart. Okay, craft something. I mean, this congratulations on a successful event came out of the fact that we know how much they put into their event, right?
True.
Even when it's an estate that takes our generator and they fix the gen, we'll be like, oh, we're so happy that you finally fixed your generator. Thank you for your patronage. We hope we're able to serve you. We hope the generator functioned as effectively. That is for me as a business owner, for my business. I will not go and pick a feedback message from an oil and gas company and be speaking
Company and
English.
just dump it there.
You have to really do the work. That's why I always say you need to listen and hear the customer. You need to know what your customer does. How did they even find out about you? So there's a lot of ways. Emails, you can send newsletters monthly, depending on how big you are. You can do bulk SMS. You can even do phone calls. Sometimes I have two booking officers. I still call my top 10 customers Alpha
Yeah.
Bros, because we are in that time now. I
Yes.
I heard that this thing is happening there was that time, that native land, right? That there was a stage that fell in the core Atlantic. I had to call my customer. I heard this thing happened. I hope you guys are taking notes from what it, because they do stage also. I hope you guys are
Mm.
taking notes from all of these things, because I mean this will really damage your reputation if this could happen, right? So that is me, keep it knowing what is going on in their own environment and their industry.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. You answered these questions. I don't need to add anything. In fact, you don't. And I'm stealing
He said,
tips
let's like
from
the live
your answer.
video.
Please, let's like the video. What Ejiro is sharing is these things you will not get them in Lagos Business School. She's sharing from experience, depth of experience. So please like the video, like it. It will help us help the video do better on YouTube, right? So like and share.
Oh, really?
Um, while we go to the next question, she said, Ejiro powered Wigway funeral. Seeing a woman do well in. Did you power the funeral? Did
Oh,
you?
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. Seeing a woman do well in a field dominated by men, I was flabbergasted. How did you get them to, are you saying to glue to you, or how did you get them? How did you get the job? How are you able to get this kind of jobs? I'm sure that's
No,
what the
I
person is
think I
asking.
think she means. I think she means. Is it how I get? Do you want to rephrase? Okay. I don't get the question, but thank you
So,
for.
Mary, what you should do is rephrase your question again. You can see that we're confused. How did you get them to glue to you, or how did you get them to get you? Whatever.
You.
Rephrase it again, and I promise to take it before we go. Margaret Anita Okiria, that was my last guest, all the way from Sweden. She said similar thing happened to me with a bracelet I bought that's worth today about 1 million naira. Till today, I respect the very shop. Like each time I see their logo, I smile. I think she's talking about what happened to you with the book you bought,
Oh
about how they
yeah.
kept bringing it back over and over again. All right. Sports lover says, how do you win back customers when you feel you have lost? How do you win back customers who were, for whatever reason, angry and they left you? How do you win them back?
Yeah. So we have a procedure for that. We do a letter, like physical letter delivered to the office, to the key decision maker. I'm asking for when we can visit. And then we do a follow-up phone call to find out if they've gotten the letter. We visit them, really apologizing, and also trying to hear from them. I mean, at the time, we don't try to. I mean, this is us we've messed up, right? We've messed up, and we've lost that customer for real. So we go there, really apologizing and saying we should have done better. We should have done better, but we didn't. That is not who we are as a company. That's not what we set out to do when we started this business, and that this has happened and we've not satisfied you is something that we are going to learn from, and hope that it doesn't happen to any other customer, anyone again, not you, not anyone. And we apologize, and we want to give you, if you give us the opportunity to serve you again, you have a free, generator rental of this size with us. If you give us your don't watch, I'm not saying come back. I'm actually just wanting to apologize
A
and
suggesting
say sorry. If you feel you want to give us the opportunity again, we will
to
really be
right
happy.
our wrong.
Yes, we'll really be happy, and it's free of charge. So see if you like it, you can come back. Right. But at the time, you don't want to be salesy, you don't want to defend yourself, you don't want to give any excuse and try to explain that, oh, it's my staff, or no, 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 because your staff, even though it's your staff, now you employ them. Your staff now you now your staff. That's why you should come to Segun Manuel and allow him train your staff, because
They're only playing out. Exactly.
they're a representation of
They're
you.
playing out your strategy.
Yes, I remember my friend, my, my friend, I think he was on this live just now. There was a time a staff of mine, was, I think he did something else, like he's going to pay, from his overtime, because we have stopped deducting salary. If you are still deducting your staff salary, stop it today. Stop today, should be the last day you deduct your staff salary.
Mm.
Take it only from their overtime, right? So what he said, I said, I go deduct am from his salary. Shey, it don't make us lose this money, right? And he said that don't do that. You shouldn't do that, because your staff is a representation of you. You interviewed him, you hired him, he's doing the things he's doing, you are responsible for him 100%. So instead of deducting from his salary, because that's even counterintuitive, sit him
Mm.
down, tell him what loss this has brought to the company, and let him know that if this happens again, he's going to either be terminated or suspended, right? Deducting from his salary will not do anything. If you have a loss like that as a result of a staff messing up, put it in your finance book as an expense for this. Like, you have to plan for things like that. That's what he told me. Right. So that was a big lesson for me, because we don't just don't forget what Segun said. Dr. Segun said, your staff is also your customer, right?
True.
Staff is
Internal.
also your
Yes.
customer. So if you've been deducting salary, today should be the last day you deduct. What you should do is actually do like a reflection and say that these people that I have here, are they fit to be here? If they're not fit to be here, try to look for ways to start letting them go, and get people, bring Dr. Shegu in, allow him to train them. And training not just once. So training should be like every month if
A
you can,
culture.
like a
A culture.
refresher course. It's like
Yes.
every single time, right? So yeah, that's my answer. I hope that I was able to answer these
Thank
questions. We
you.
are 1 hour already, Dr. Shagun. I need to
Yeah,
go
so I
home.
want already. Yes, I agree. I agree. And by the way, everybody, please find a way to say thank you to Ejiroghene Udu because she had to go home, freshen up, and came back to the office to be able to have this live session with us tonight. And it's 9 p.m. You know how traffic is in Lagos, but she did that with us tonight to be able to have this time. Please say thank you to her in the comment section. Ejiro, I can't say thank you enough.
Thank
You
you.
know how I value you. I value the relationship. I don't take it for granted. I'm glad to be connected with you, and I'm glad with everything you are doing with the power, premium power solutions family. And I'm glad to be a part. And you know that anytime I see you guys, hey, these are my family members. These are my family members, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm so proud of you, proud of what you're doing. Not just
yeah.
because I've worked for you, but also knowing that you're from the place where I'm from. That's the worry to the world, right?
Yeah,
Your
we're into the world.
definition,
Absolutely.
a true
Thank you so
definition
much.
of the worry spirit and the can do worry spirit of not carrying last. Having a worry
We're
girl
not a carry last.
terminate.
We're not
No, we
a
can't carry last. We can't carry last. We can't carry
Thank you
last.
so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so much.
everyone for taking our time to come in. I mean, seeing people who would take our time to just sort of improve themselves and hear stuff that will make them be better is absolutely amazing. Every time you have the opportunity to learn something new, please make our time to learn something new. Make our time to improve yourself, improve your business. Thank you so much, Dr. Shegun. Thank you for even counting me worthy to appear on your live today. I hope that I've been able to make a little impact and be able to just share something that would change someone's trajectory in their business. Thank you so much. I'm really blessed to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Ejiro. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for coming on live with us tonight.
Bye,
You heard it from
everybody.
Ejiro. You heard it from Ejiro. If you have not trained your staff on customer service, Odogu of customer service is here.
It's
Tested
yeah.
and trusted. All you need to do is hit us to the
Yeah,
DM and we'll do the same for your
yes,
staff.
yes.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. The video is going to
Good
remain here so
night.
you can watch again. Everyone who had not who joined us in between, you can watch the video all over again. Good night. Have a wonderful night. Ciao. See you some other time. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.